Previously on Grill.
My name is Colonel Harland Sanders, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my God, she's wet.
Chicken cooked my way, the Colonel Sanders way. Hello, KFC. My name is Grill Burns.
I'm gonna call 911.
Good news, KFC. There's plenty more where that came from if you sponsor my next video.
My baby's on fire!
Grill Burns would love your money.
Is baby Ariel okay?
Now for the shocking conclusion.
We did it, you cowards! We fucking did it! Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, wait, for any of you who aren't on Twitter, you should make an account and follow me at Girl Burns, and are unaware of what we just did, I sent KFC a Colonel Sanders audition video asking them to sponsor my KFC video series. Asking yous guys to retweet it to get their attention. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think there was even the smallest chance that it would work. But it did! Yep, that's right, baby! KFC agreed to sponsor this video. Woo! Yeah! Hey guys, Editing Grill here. For legal reasons, I have to tell you that we did not, in fact, do it. KFC has not agreed to sponsor this video. I originally recorded this, like, immediately after I sent the tweet to KFC, assuming that they would sponsor me, but, yeah, they didn't. Been like 2 weeks or more. I don't know. I haven't left the house. They haven't had the decency to even respond to my tweet, let alone give me money. And don't for a second think that this was your guys' fault, okay? You guys were great. 143 retweets? Forget about it. You're too good to me. Clearly they just think they're better than me. Come on, KFC, I got 100K subs. You're looking at the big time here. Don't you understand? You're speaking the English? 'Cause if you don't, Babbel, the #1 language learning app in the world with more than 10 million subscriptions worldwide, is just the thing for you. Yeah, that's right, KFC. I don't need you. Big Daddy Babbel's sponsoring this video. Eat that. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're moving to a new country. Maybe you're marrying someone for a green card. Who am I to judge? All I know is if you're looking to learn a new language, Babbel is for you. Unlike one of those free crap apps that shove ads down your throat, Babbel's only focus is helping you learn the language. Besides, if your goal is to learn how to say more useful things than just hello and I am the cheese, those free apps are too basic for you. Babbel's gonna give you the conversating skills you need for real life situations. Trust me, I know from experience. Babbel has helped improve my English skills so I can better articulate myself with my colleagues. Bro, please, you gotta help me. I moved a few G for the local waste management business, but now administration is accusing me of eating alone and threatening to take me for a ride if I don't pay tribute. But I got all my dough tied up with the bookie right now on the ponies. And all I need is 10 large till Friday. Waffle time comes in first, and I'll be in the green, I swear. I'll even have enough to cover the juice.
What?
Hey, bro, can I borrow $10?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. So smash that Babbel link in the description right now and get up to 65% off a Babbel subscription. Thank you, Babbel. You're beautiful. Now let's get back to it, huh? And of course, the 6-figure partnership deal was nice and all, but really, KFC? Thank you most of all for the lifetime supply of Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken. Because boy, oh boy, do I ever love fried chicken. Honestly, probably even more than I love money. Hi, it's Editing Grill again. For legal purposes, I have to tell you that I do not, in fact, love fried chicken more than money, and that would be stupid. Besides, to be honest, I prefer my chicken grilled. Okay, back to the video. And that's every single secret 11 herbs and spices and why they're each necessary to make Kentucky Fried Chicken so finger-licking good. I could flap my gab about how finger-licking good the Colonel's Kentucky Fried Chicken is for hours, but I'll save that for another time and dive right into what yous came here for. So, most docutainment videos on YouTube about KFC are gonna tell you about the Colonel Sanders' life, how he first conceived his famous Kentucky Fried Chicken, and how he grew his business from a single restaurant to the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate it is today. If that's what you're looking for, then go on, get out of here. Leave a like and subscribe on your way out. For those of you who want something new, in this 3-part video series, I'm gonna take you on a deep dive into the insanity that has followed KFC since the beginning. From the chaotic and violent personal history of a founder who was once arrested for shooting a guy over a KFC sign, to the zany and wacky marketing strategies of a company who will sell their long-deceased founder's body for any bit of public attention they can get. Today, we're starting off La Saga de Sanders with the Harland Sanders story KFC doesn't want you to hear in part 1, The Crazy Colonel. Ready, cowards? It's story time. Hey, kids, gather round. Come on, quiet down. Hey, quiet down. Quiet! Thank you. We begin our journey at the beginning, in May 1931, when Harland Sanders, and yes, he did have a pet crow, and yes, it did steal money from patrons, and yes, Harland did look a little like current-day actor Bern Gorman, which yes, is a cool name, and yes, if theoretically we were to fall madly in love and marry, I would ask that he take my name and become Bern Burns, but that's besides the point. So, May 1931, Kentucky was hot, and Harland was even hotter. His temper, that is, because some jackass named Matt Stewart was messing with his biz. You see, Harland had recently launched an advertising campaign to cover the whole town in signs advertising his new finger-licking good chicken he'd started selling at his Shell gas station. Soon after, he sees that all his hand-painted billboard signs have been mysteriously painted over, so he goes and paints them over again. But what do you know? Someone paints them over again. And this goes on until he finds out that the saboteur was his local gas station competitor, Matt Stewart. So Harland threatens to go get his gun if Matt ever tries it again. But then, what do you know? Matt calls Harland's bluff and just goes and paints over the signs again. As soon as Harland hears that Matt is still being a dipwad, he jumps into a car with his 2 managers and races to find Matt brush-handed painting over a sign in a part of town locally known as Hell's Half Acre, or the asshole of creation, due to its only exports apparently being bootleg booze, bullets, and bodies. When the Colonel and his cronies roll up, Matt, without hesitation, shoots one of the managers right in the head. The Colonel reaches into his dead friend's jacket, pulls out a gun, and shoots Matt right in the shoulder, disabling him and ending the shootout. All the guys were arrested except for, obviously the guy who was shot in the head, because he's dead now, and Matt was sentenced to 18 years for murder, while Harland was let off scot-free. And that ain't the only time Sanders had a altercation during business hours. I think one could confidently say that the Colonel's favorite counterpoint in any argument was his fists. This one time, while working as a railroad fireman, those guys that shovel the coal on the trains, fueling the fires of the American dream, he got fired for beating the crap out of a train engineer. Apparently no one knows why, but I assume Harland had a very good reason. After that, Harland tries his hand at law in Little Rock, Arkansas, and found good honest work in the Justice of the Peace Court, helping to negotiate better settlements for the underprivileged and bring justice to the often discarded poor in town. Well, until our boy busted open a can of whoop-ass in the middle of court on one of his clients. Apparently the client owed Harland a bunch of unpaid legal fees, so gotta respect the hustle. Unable to show his face in court again, Harland tries his luck as an entrepreneur. At one point, he owned a young businessman's club in Jeffersonville, Indiana. He came up with the idea one Saturday to ask the whole town to take the day off, close all the businesses, and attend a picnic in the park his club would be hosting. On the day of the picnic, everyone in town joined in on the fun in the sun, except for one barbershop. Harland stormed into the place demanding a reason for this blatant show of defiance. The dry goods stores, the grocery store, everybody is closed but you. Why don't you close? The barber replied, whenever I get ready to close my business, I'll put my own sign on the door. I'm not gonna have you damn fellas closing me up. A shaving foam covered customer, who was obviously pissed that his hot shave had just been interrupted, said, all you fellas is doing is getting all the money out of town you can for yourselves. Sanders was not gonna take such slander. You come out here, and I'll make you prove it. The customer blasted up from his chair to give Harland a tussle, but almost immediately got the cream kicked right off his face. Harland, now proven his point, returned to the picnic, which was a huge success, and everyone had fun. The end. Oh, and also there was this one time, Harland stopped at a diner while on the road with his wife Claudia, and ordered some eggs for breakfast. When he got his eggs, the eggs were severely undercooked and looked completely raw on top. He told the waitress, Miss, I was never drunk enough to eat eggs raw as that, and I ask that they be turned over. The waitress took his food back to the kitchen and returned with the eggs in an amount of time that was nothing short of suspicious. The eggs were bottom side up on the plate, and when he first looked, they seemed properly cooked. However, when Harland flipped them over to inspect the top side, he found his suspicions to be correct. The eggs had literally been turned over on the plate and were still uncooked on one side. Our boy shoots out of his seat, barrels through the diner carrying the breakfast plate, bursts into the kitchen to find the cook just sitting there on a table smoking a cigarette. And he says to him, you son of a bitch! You think you're smart turning over those eggs on my plate? Don't call me a son of a bitch! Get out of my kitchen! I'll do just that. And leave your eggs with ya! Then Harland hurls them at the cook, covering him in yolk. Harland runs out of the kitchen as the cook grabs a knife and engages in hot pursuit. Harland grabs his wife, and they both leave the restaurant never to return. And that's all you get for now. But don't worry, I'll give you a little taste of what's happening next time on Grill. Modern laboratory tests have even found that the only herbs and spices in modern KFC are... This is the best song ever made. Toss it into the Dotonbury River. Yep, you heard me right. They ran out of chicken. I'm always thinking about chicken.
Oh, yeah, that feels good.
Sanders on Ice. It's a gaming console that also keeps your chicken warm.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Your boat. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
But before I go, let's see what's on the Twitters today, shall we? Hey, Grow, KFC isn't gonna ever hire someone as pathetic and shameful as you. Ha, well, joke's on you, idiot. They did. Got him. Woo! You were right. Okay. But hey, I am not pathetic, nor am I shameful. In fact, I am very good. And my parents are very proud of me, I assume. Okay, just tweeted you. What now? Well, usually I would feature your tweet on my show, but your tweet is so lazy and uninspired that there's fat chance of that happening. Wait,